Hey everyone, it's Jeannie King, and today is day 4 of our 30-day 2.0 money game. And I gotta ask you, how are you feeling? How's it going for you? Are you having fun? Are you diving in? Or are you hitting some roadblocks? Because this is, it's not as easy as it seems. In fact, I've had some people tell me that they have come up against some stuff, and I think that's really exciting. And you could say, well, why is that exciting? Well, it's exciting because we cannot heal what we cannot feel. And if we don't know the old stories that are running the holodeck with us around deservability and money and happiness, if we don't know about that, we can't deal with it. So, congratulations if you're hitting the wall. Now, let's get over it because we're going to talk about that today and exactly how it works. One of our participants said that the first day when we had $1,000, and she looked into spending this money on a spa day, and she said she just agonized over it. She looked at different spas close to where she lived and how much, and should I really spend this much money, and da da da. Day 2, however, she had $2,000, and it just went like that. She went ahead and bought a computer for a young family member. She put some money towards the parents' Christmas gifts, and $2,000 was spent. So here's the thing. It's not the amount of money. It's the amount of deservability. So, as we continue to grow this amount of money in our virtual checking account, you're going to be challenged around this, and you're going to be asked to see what it is that you really feel. And what is it that you fear spending money with around? You know, we spend money on our house payment or rent, if you have any of those, car payment, utilities, groceries, um, whatever it is that you have to do. And, it's like, well, yeah, I have to do that. That's a necessity. But I don't have to do self-care. And I got to tell you, good self-care is a necessity. Who's going to take care of you if you don't take care of you? If you don't honor yourself enough to really take care of yourself, it's totally not going to happen. I had someone today say, "Oh my gosh, I'm on to myself, Jeannie." She said, "I was looking at this money game and I thought, one more thing I need to do." And she said, and I realized that that was just a blanket excuse for me not to deal with my extravagance and ability to create. And so I just love it that she is onto herself. I had someone else, oh, I want to tell you, there was another person who said that her mom 16 years ago had bought a house trailer for $6,000. Her mom has since died, and she said, this thing is destroyed inside. It's really not great. But someone just offered them $10,000 for this house trailer. How did that happen? And she said, also, I got $2,500 out of the air for doing nothing. And she said, but both of these things happened when I made a commitment to play the money game. So you've heard me say, as soon as you make a commitment, the money game is activated. So what's going on with you? Really? Who's keeping score? Because I can promise you, your spouse, your coworkers, your family, your friends, your neighbors, nobody's keeping score on this except you. And if you're ready to change your story, then now is the time for you to change your story. We talked about how money grows on trees, and we've been always told, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Yeah, it does. It does. But it also grows in air. It grows in the water. It grows in laboratories. It grows in art studios. It grows everywhere. There is abundance everywhere. We just have to get into that slipstream and into that flow. I want to give you a real nice visual that I like to use that I call the universal whiteboard. And so when we get excited about something, we go to a seminar, we play the money game or whatever it is, and we start thinking and acting in a way that we can put something in a positive affirmation that we're happy about, that we have it. I'm so happy and grateful that I am in a loving relationship. That feels good. I'm so happy that I have my new home and I can do whatever it is that I want. That feels good. I am so happy that I am debt free. I don't owe anybody anything. Wow, that feels good. I'm so happy I can take that trip to Europe or Egypt or whatever. And I love that. And we put it down and we write it on the whiteboard and we feel really, really, really good at it and about it. And we send all of this good information and feelings. And the universal mind of God says, hey, look what he's thinking. Look what he's feeling. Look what she's feeling. Let's give them more of that. Okay? But what we do is we have this little wow part of our mind that looks at that and goes, who are you kidding? You're never going to be able to afford your own house. I mean, come on, you can't do that. Loving relationships? I don't think so. You just haven't had a lot of good luck with loving relationships. And debt, I mean, you're probably going to die in debt. And going somewhere that you like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So we just erase everything on that whiteboard and we write down all of our thoughts about our fears and how we can't have what we want. But here's the problem. We leave it up there. We leave it up there. And the universal mind of God looks at that and goes, look what she's thinking and believing. Let's give her more of that. Look what he is afraid of. Let's give him more to be afraid of. So there is no punishment or reward. It is an exact match on your resonance and frequency. Today, we put in $4,000 into our checking account. And we live in a 75-year-old house. There's always something that needs to be repaired. So I took our $4,000 today and I hired a contractor to do some repairs on the inside and the outside of the house. Just scrape some old paint and repaint some stuff and replace some door frames that have kind of gotten yucky. I mean, believe me, $4,000 is not a lot. And it felt good to do this. How are you spending your $4,000? And if you have not spent up until now, believe me, you need to catch up because today with the $4,000, we have put $10,000 into the bank. 10,000. So again, let's just bring that feeling of goodness and oneness and abundance into our heart. Breathe it in. Bring in the mind, the pineal gland. Hook it up to what I'm thinking, what I'm talking about. And this is you, what you are thinking, what you are talking about, how you are acting. Hook it up. Send it out. The universe goes, hey, look what he's thinking. Look what he's feeling. Look what she's talking about. Look how she is in her joy. Let's give them more of that. Send this out to everyone in this money game right now, seeing them get everything exactly the way they have created it. Because guess what? Tomorrow, $5,000, baby. $5,000, which will give us a total of $15,000 already. So have fun with this. Please report back. Please let me know. You're good, you're bad, you're ugly. If you're having problems, great. Share them. We all need to hear this. And then we can support one another. If you're having great things happen, please share that too. This is a group and we are helping one another. And I am just so grateful that everyone is here. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow, $5,000 more.